2025 is here. 2025 is here. Now, I know this is not the kind of content that I make on my channel, but I just feel like I need to do this because personally, I need to take the advice that I'm going to put in this video. Let me just put it that way, because I've never planned a year in my life. I've watched a lot of videos on how people plan, their year. Even Mr. B said he plans his entire year at the beginning of the year. So when this new year comes up, he plans his entire year and all that. A lot of people, I've watched some videos and I've learned some tricks, and I've watched some videos and I've learned a lot. I've learned about some stuff about how to plan your year, and I want to share with you guys. But most importantly, I am going to be planning my 2025 in this video. Okay, first of all, I brought my 2024 look. I need to cut this damn hair. All right, so in this video, I'm going to be planning my 2025. I'm going to give a step-by-step on how I'm planning my 2025. I hope you guys can follow me through with it. So this is the kind of video that I want to personally watch at the end of the year and see if I achieve the goals that I set. Okay, and just see how far I achieve the things that I plan to do in this video. Okay, so if you're interested in content like that, if you want to learn how to plan 2025, because I learned from other people as well, you might want to stick to the video to the end, because by step 3, because I'm going to break this video into different steps, we're going to have 5 steps on how to plan your year. So by step 3, you're going to see the things that I want to achieve this year, or the things that I want to do this year. Okay, so if you like contents like this, feel free to give this video a thumbs up. Like this video, is going to tell YouTube this is a good content and they're going to promote it. And if you're new to this channel, if you feel like this is the kind of content you would like to consume this year, feel free to subscribe. You have more videos like this. So let's get to it. Planning 2025. Now, like I said, this is the first time I'm planning my year, which means that I have just been reacting to life. Like I've always just get into the new year and, just like, I don't believe in all these big day celebrations. Okay, I just get into the new year, however the Gregorian calendar calls it. I get into the new year and just continue normally. Okay, so what happens is whatever comes to me in that year, I just react to it. So I take whatever comes to me and make what I can make out of it. I just make what I can make out of it. That's just how I live my life. But I've realized that it's a terrible way to live. Honestly, I think planning makes a lot of sense. It gives you a sense of purpose. It makes you, have where you're going, a sense of direction, focus, and clarity on what you want to achieve for that year. All right, so I watched some videos and I learned some very good steps. I think it will be great, and I want to share with you guys. So step 1, when it comes to planning your year, is to reflect on the previous year. So, all right, so we're in 2025. So look at 2024 and ask yourself certain questions. I'm talking questions like, what have I achieved last year or the previous year? What made me enjoy work? What habits work for me in 2024? What have I not achieved and why? So if you look at the previous year and you ask questions like that, it will make you to analyze or look at the things that you set for that year. Even if you didn't, then you can start by planning, properly. Or maybe you put some things in your head like, oh, I want to do this year, but at the end of the day, you didn't do it. Okay, so these are the very good questions. First step is to analyze your previous year. What did I achieve? All the goals I set, did I hit any? Why did I not hit this goal? What happened? So if you ask yourself this question, then you would know how to get into the new year and how to touch those things. Failing to plan is planning to fail. I always have a plan. The way you're living, it gives you a sense of purpose. So when you analyze your previous year, then you know how to go into the next year. You know the goals that you might carry over here. You know how to adjust certain things that prevented you from achieving your previous goals. Okay, so that's step 1. All right, so step 2 of planning your year is know where you are going. Knowing where you are going is very important. So to know where you're going, you need to ask yourself simple questions like, who do you want to be? Okay, like who I want to be, how I want to live, and what I want to do. These 3 questions are very important. If you can ask yourself these questions, then you know how to get to the point where you want to go to. Oh, what do you want to be? You want to be a medical doctor? Okay, so how can I achieve that? You need to go to this school, you need to go to school, you need to study this series, like I'm talking based on Cameroon, and then go to high school, go to university, study this and that. You have a focus. And I'm not going to lie, I went to school without a proper direction. Like my parents didn't go to school that much to be able to guide us through school. So I went to school, got the best grades, but I don't think I was following my proper path. I really don't. I don't think so. All right, so knowing where you're going is super important. So let's get now to the third step, which is setting your goals for that year. So if you've analyzed the previous year, realize where you're going, then you set your goals. You have to set your goals for the new year. This is 2025. What goals are you setting? So you can break your goals into different categories. Let's say personal development, relationships, finances, career and business, attitude and your mindset, and then health. Your goals have to be SMART. SMART here is an acronym for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. Okay. Now, for example, let's say, for example, you say, I want to do push-ups every day. That's not a proper goal to set. Okay. Because the goal doesn't fit the description of being smart. It's not specific. It's not measurable. It's not achievable because you can do one push-up and say that's it. You can do 1,000 push-ups, but it's not making that much sense. It's not that relevant and not time bound. But if we say something like this, every morning at 6 a.m., I'm going to do 50 push-ups within 3 minutes. It makes so much sense. You know that 6 a.m. when you wake up, you got your 50 push-ups to do in a space of 3 minutes. That's a smart way of setting an achievable goal. Okay. Now, this step 3, goal setting. This is where I want to say my own things. So I want to put my own things that I want to do in 2025. So these are things that I want to have in me. Okay. So one, I need to get rid of my bad habit. 2024 habit was one of them was like sleeping late. It's so difficult to function properly if your body doesn't rest well. That's one thing I realized. It's so difficult. So I'm going to get rid of that habit, sleeping late. I'm going to learn new skills. I'm already on my way to pay for one very soon. I have to travel this year to 2 countries. Okay, so I got to travel this year to 2 countries. So I'm working on it. We'll see at the end of this year if I make it or not. Now, then the one habit that I want to build in me is to be able to read every day. It doesn't matter what book. It doesn't matter what book I'm reading. I just want to be able to read every day. It doesn't matter how long. I want to be able to pick a book and read, even if it's just 10 pages a day, or just read for 30 minutes a day. I do read books. I just finished reading The Richest Man in Babylon. I'm currently reading Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. I read books, but I want it to be every day because I can read. Because I come off from work tired, I just sleep and leave the chapter, and 2 days later I pick it up. I want to be able to keep that consistency. And one more thing is, I want to get a new source of income this year. That's one more thing for me. So these are my plans for 2024. Get rid of my bad habit, which is sleeping late, learn new skills, and travel to 2 countries, the habit of reading every day, and a new source of income. That's what I have planned for 2024. So this video, like I said, is one of the videos that I want to come back and watch it. So next year we're going to have to go through this and see what I was able to achieve. Now, there are other goals that are like small things that I'm going to do, of course, but these are the ones that I want to carry with me for the entire year. I'm not putting anything concerning I have to purchase or buy this. No, I'm not putting all that. Okay, so let's go to step 4 of planning your year. The 4th step when it comes to planning your year is accountability. So you've reflected on the previous year, seen where you're going, set your goals. Now hold yourself accountable. This is important because this is what happens when we take a book and we write our goals. I want to do this, I want to achieve this, I want to do this, I want to do that. We put that down. You get a dopamine hit and you feel excited, like, oh, okay, I set myself up for this year. This is what I'm going to do this year. But the problem is, if you don't try to achieve that or those goals, okay, and hold yourself accountable in the process, you realize you won't achieve anything, which means you've just been procrastinating the whole time, or you've just been wasting your time. So you have to be able to say, nah, it's been 2 months since I said I was going to do this. Did I even try doing it? Why haven't I achieved it? You have to. If you don't do that, then you're just procrastinating the whole time. And that is so dangerous. Okay, you realize the cycle ends. You're back to New Year setting those same goals that you're supposed to achieve the previous year. And you're gonna make like it's just gonna be funny. So accountability is so important. And it's one of the toughest part, in this thing. All right. So let's go to step 5 of planning your year is to be consistent. You have to be consistent. All right. Now, when you take the goals that you want to achieve for that year, it's better you break them down to monthly goals. If they are even bigger, you can break them down to weekly goals, even daily goals. Okay. Like something like habit. You can say, nah, I'm going to make sure today no one's going to be able to piss me off. I'm not going to lose my temper. You do that every day. You realize in a whole month or in 1 week, you were able to control yourself to not lose your temper. In 1 month, that's possible. Then you can see in 2 months, then you can see. Of course, there will be spots and positions that you can, get to. It happens once in a while, but that's it. One thing when you're setting goals too is make sure your goals are flexible because there are things that will happen that can happen within the year that you didn't see coming. Something might happen to a relative, you have to go visit, and stuff like that might happen. You have to go travel somewhere, you might fall sick. Make sure your goals are flexible. You can fit them, you can bring them back on track if something unexpected happens to you. That's where the consistency really counts. So you really need to make sure that happens. All right, guys. So those are the things I want to share with you guys. The 5 steps that you can use to plan your year, which I'm going to use to plan my year. Reflecting on the previous year. So to recap it, reflecting on the previous year, know where you're going, set your goals, accountability, and consistency. So I hope you guys get into 2025 with a sense of, clarity, focus, consistency, be persistent, with the year. Just set your goals and do your best to try to achieve them. Yeah, this thing our teacher used to tell us in school, like failure to plan is planning to fail. Now it's making so much sense now because when they used to tell us in class, it was when we're trying to write exams and all that. So I hope you guys really find this content helpful. Yeah, I want to start planning my year. I hope you guys do that too. And I planning to take content creation a little bit serious. With any free time that I have, I'm going to try to do something for content to make, research and make contents that I can post on this channel. Because last year I wasn't taking anything serious about it. So yeah. So if you like content like this, feel free to subscribe and to support the channel. Like this video, it's going to tell the algorithm this is a great content and they're going to support it and promote it more. 2025 is here, guys. Let's go get it. Welcome to 2025. I'll see you guys in the next video. Welcome to 2025.